Hello again. I do not believe that there can be another country quite as careless of its own welfare and that of its citizens as is modern Britain. We import unlimited numbers of foreigners who clog up the National Health Service and reduce the amount of rented accommodation available for British people in their own country. And then, in a move which would not be out of place in one of Lewis Carroll's about Alice, we set a foreigner in overall charge of immigration and expect her to care as much about the interests of our country as an actual British person. This strikes many of us as suicidal. But wait, the woman in question, Shabana Mahmood, is British, surely? This at least is the up-to-date and modern view of the matter, whereby nationality is decided by a piece of paper rather than ancestry, birth and upbringing. Millions of people become British every year according to this conveyor belt model of citizenship. And yet, there are those of us who have our doubts. Let's think for a moment about Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood and see to what extent we might reasonably regard her as being British. Her parents were born in Pakistani-controlled Kashmir and came to Britain as adults. They are certainly, by any definition, foreigners. Their daughter Shabana was born in Britain in 1980 and then within a few months whisked off to Saudi Arabia as a babe in arms, where she was raised and lived until she was 6. Let's stop just for a moment and think about this objectively. A child is raised for the first 6 years of her life by foreign parents in a foreign country. How British do you suppose she will become during those formative years? Seriously, I do not for a moment believe that such a person is as British as somebody who was raised by British parents and grew up to the age of 6 or 7 in this country. This seems to me to be so evidently true that I have difficulty believing that anybody could see the case differently. We have put a foreigner in charge of controlling the number of foreigners entering our country and coming here to live, and this does not seem to me to be a sensible move.